All right, folks, some off-season Bronze to Mythic content here. Welcome to the Arena Powered Cube, okay? So, this is not a full vintage cube. This is, it's about 100 cards off the Magic Online Vintage Cube, you know, but this is, they added a bunch of cards to Arena, like Mishra's Workshop, which is a really fun one. And this is the cube. And right now we're in the off-season, of course, Spider-Man, not so good, of course. It's, I know. All right, Spider-Man, I get it. But so, doing some off-season drafts here, we see Adeline, Memory Lapse. Fun seeing the data for these cube drafts, too. Yeah, no Tangle Wire, unfortunately, which makes you very sad. I always like Workshop here, honestly. I think I could definitely see other picks being a better, but when I'm doing a drafting at cube drafts, I think the most important thing is... Hi, Cassie. Most important thing is to shoot for the stars. There are so many playables. You don't want to end up with 35 Boros playables. You want to end up with a good deck, and you want to take the highest cards possible. So, take the Workshop here. I think Lapse, Adeline, Nantuku, Lands, Overlord, all fine. But we're swinging for the fences. We're taking the Workshop. And we're getting past a lot of cards that don't go great with Workshop, unfortunately. A lot of insane white cards. Elspeth, Solitude, Sentinel, all great. Flage, also great. Smuggler's Copter kind of goes with our Workshop plan. Workshop is a difficult card to use and a common cube card in that it's extremely powerful if your deck is built for it. This is one of the harder cards to use. It looks like it's so insane, but you need to have like 15 artifacts in your deck to make this card actually good. But when you do that, it's insane. Artifact theme in this cube is, I don't know. I mean, what I've glanced at doesn't seem insanely well situated, but Solitude's insane, Sentinel's insane, Elspeth's insane. I kind of like just taking the Copter here, both in that it's a flexible card, in that we would play it in most decks. It's also an artifact for Workshop, which is cool. Taking a white card here is tough because like they're all really good. So like it's possible that the next 4 picks of his pack are all white cards. So it's tough, but yeah, we're getting the Shopper. Don't love this start. Man, more white cards too? Jeez. It's also a Tendrils of Agony. Value Storm. That's probably pretty hard this set, man. More white cards too, Ephemerate and Cosmic Grand Zenith. We got the original duels here in Badlands. Like that. Also Talisman Immunity. And I'm a very, like, do the thing kind of drafter. I really like to go all in on stuff, which does a great job for you in cube drafts. You really want to, cube rewards you for diving in. You got to know when to get out if it's not working. But cube wants you to really commit. And Talisman here is the committing pick. So right now we're not any color. We're just like 2 artifacts and a Workshop, and we'll go from there. And again, passing more white cards, passing a Badlands, passing a Tendrils. Totally fine. What's up, Ferrex? And more white cards. Man, Wasteland. Whew. I'm worried there aren't enough artifacts in this cube to really do like a full-on artifact deck, but Wasteland's sick. Just like a new card to Arena. I don't know why they chose like to use the new bordered Himbatorok or the old bordered Wasteland. I could just go all the way, you know, but whatever. I think Wasteland's the only reasonable pick here, honestly. Like, every other card in this pack's pretty mid, except for him. Him's really, really good, but plays poorly with the cards we already have. Himbatorok does not go well in the Mishra's Workshop deck. We could end up like a black aggro deck with Smuggler's Copter, but I think Wasteland's great. So I also think folks will be over greedy, which Wasteland's too good to punish. So take Wasteland. Jeez. Really late Grist the Hunger Tide. Really, really powerful card. Why is the Tempest logo silver? Because Wasteland was an uncommon. That's right. Wasteland was an uncommon in Tempest. Did you know that one? Eh? Ignoble better than Grist? Strongly disagree. I think if you're green black, Grist is much better. I think Grist is an insanely good card. Again, a lot more good white cards here. Lightning Greaves is not a very good card. Urza's Bottle doesn't really do much for us either. It doesn't have any particular synergy with Wasteland. We really got to get off somewhere here, I think. I don't hate Hierarch. Maybe going into a green, like a ramp. All right, yeah. I'm thinking the Hierarchs, our plan might be to be like a rampy deck with some artifact stuff also. Man, these white cards are unbelievable. And the problem is we've passed so many white cards now, but there's just so many other white cards too. Like Mother of Rune's 6th pick with Prismatic ending also the pack too, and wins and Gideon's pretty insane. Like, and this is a lot of what a cube draft is, where like you got to figure out when to jump ship, you know? Mother of Rune's is ridiculous. Bristlet Bill is also quite good, and like Nadu, we could take it with a Lightning Greaves and be a Nadu deck also, but Mother of Rune's is like pretty insane. Yeah, I can't imagine everyone not being white. We're passing to. I'm taking. All right, we're gonna keep passing it. We'll just put everyone in white. Everyone but us will be in white. Dark Confidant's pretty good. Doesn't necessarily play well with what we have so far, but yeah, I mean, there just aren't a lot of artifacts. It's kind of my fear. I think the Vintage Cube has this problem also, where all the good artifacts are just the Moxen. There aren't actually like good white stuff to do. But yeah, Skyclave, man. The problem is also that like people don't always get the memo. Like folks might just like pass the white cards like we're doing, and like, you know, but here's Shadow Spear, Tireless Tracker, Deep Cavern Bat. I do have a fondness for Tireless Tracker. Deep Cavern Bat is reasonable too. Being like a green-black rock deck could totally be reasonable. The numbers you see here are the address with overlay courtesy at untap.gg. One of the fun parts of having Arena Cube on Arena is that we'll get data for it, which is kind of fun. But down on Untap, free to download. Give it a try. They sponsor it. They're freaking awesome. I'm thinking Tracker over Deep Cavern Bat. I think we're green. All right, so this is good. Nantuku tables. Green is like historically the worst color in Vintage Cube drafts. People want to translate that over. So we see our pack table here. What tables is much more important in a cube draft than a regular draft because every card is good. So this is a huge sign that green is open, which is great for us. So take the Nantuku. The Esper Sentinel tables, which is pretty good. I mean, Luis is not bad either, but double Triome that are both not green. We could take the Luis or the Keen Eye Curator and still keep it off of white. Keen Eye Curator is also not the worst. Like Reanimate is like a pretty good thing, so I'm thinking that's a Curator. I think Luis is kind of cool, but all right. So Badlands, Copperline Gorge, Ghostfire Slice. People aren't valuing lands very highly. I think Curator is pretty good. I am going to take a green duel here because we don't really have much else to go off of, so sure. All right. Safekeeper is mostly a Nadu card. We already have some good Nadu cards. I think Hellkite is playable. Like, if we end up like a weird red-green deck, it's like kind of fine. Looting is unlikely to be good in a green deck, so I don't like that. And Song not good either, so I guess that's true. Safekeeper is also good with Titania. That's fair. Whoa! Inconceivable. All right. I guess he found the lane. Grist tabled as well, so we're green-black. Late Gideon. I'm going to pass this Gideon. If we were playing in pod, I would take it, but we're not playing in pod, so let's just take the freaking... Just give the white card. Everyone else be white.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
How are the Moxen the old border, and then Lotus is a new border? What's going on here? All right, so we slam Lotus. There's a Petal also. Zenith Courser for a wheel. Really weird reprieve art. It's like already on the platform in the old art, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a Lotus that's not even close, but yeah, sure. We're still figuring out what we're doing exactly, but the thing is that in a cube draft, because the cards are so good, the open lane will feed you so many cards. You can like change decks in pack 2. And as long as it's really, really open, you'll get access to it. So, prime time. Card really wants to go. Sorry, folks. This would be a pretty fun Bronze to Mythic run, doing a cube draft all the way to Mythic. So, we might plan to do that for in between Avatar and Lorwyn, if there's enough time to do that. So, all right. So, Spiral's really good. Shellduck Isle's really good. There aren't really many good cards here for us. Like, Prime Time is just not very good. You can get a Wasteland, but like, also you have some pretty cool, like, Prime Time is really, really good if you're doing the lands thing. If you're doing like, you know, all sorts of stuff, sick lands, and you have like, you know, Field of the Dead and whatever else. But, like, We do have some red lands. We only have 2 black cards. Duress is pretty important. Let me check Duress. Discard spells are really, really important. Sure. Uro, Persist. Pest Infestation is a pretty good card. This is a pretty powerful mid. She was also a Verdant Catacombs, unfortunately. Is there a chance the Pest Infestation tables? Maybe. It's a nice one. I think Duress is better than Beseju for what it's worth. This is tough. Our mana requirements aren't particularly crazy. I think it's Pest Infestation. I think we're also kind of light on playables because we've had a lot of speculative picks also. It's close. You know, if we already had a Bayou or like an Overgrown Tomb, I'd be more inclined to take the Verdant Catacombs. We don't yet. And frankly, just like green seems really open, so we'll get Convicting late, I think. I'm taking the Infestation. I don't think it's on table though, because it's so splashable. And there's Overgrown Tomb, of course, sure. So, Emperor of Bones is also insane. Really, really good. It's important to recognize what's good in the cube, and all the graveyard stuff is really popular, just like trying to do Reanimate and so on and so forth. So Emperor of Bones is fantastic. I'm somewhat interested in taking Emperor here over Overgrown Tomb. I think those are the 2 options. Ritual's not very good in our deck. Sentinel is a card we'll probably table, which is great. So it comes down to, do I want Tomb or Emperor of Bones? And again, I don't think our mana is really that crazy or bad. Able to get more of it. Whereas I think Emperor of Bones is pretty irreplaceable as far as like power level goes. It's close. I think Tomb also might table. I'm taking the Emperor of Bones. Toxic Deluge, White of the Reliquary, Avacyn's Pilgrim. It's probably just Pilgrim. To be fair, everyone wants Mr. Bones Wild Ride. I get some mole rats on the soundboard. White of the Reliquary is not great. Thoughts on Booster Tutor? It's probably not that good, but yeah, Mana Dorks, our curve isn't super high, but like having a Mana Dork is just so night and day to not having one. I think I want Mana Dork. I don't think the Deluge is very good. Like we're very creaturey, so take the Pilgrim. We're a really good Dark Confidant deck right now, which is nice. Are we a good Gaia's Cradle deck? That's a good question. So Surrak, 6, both fine cards. Gaia's Cradle, I mean, we get a few dorks. We're not necessarily utilizing the mana. Green's almost always open because it is the worst color in these kind of vintage cubes, but I'm in. I think Cradle's where we're at, and we can funnel mana into Clues, Pest Infestation. I'm in. Bristly Bill activations. Green is so cut off this draft. It's best of 1, right? Yeah, I mean, that's actually an insane pack. Like, there's just no green cards. But, yeah, we're pretty good at making tokens, which is nice. So, green is just the color that is least good at doing broken things. And Vintage Cube, Powered Cube often ends up being like, who can sneak attack or show and tell, or not show and tell, whatever. Just like reanimate stuff. I think Crucible, actually. Crucible and hope to get Strip Mine. And this is the kind of pick as a Nadu. Okay. So Crucible, taking Crucible there, you might be like, well, why? We have a Wasteland, but that's the kind of pick where you want to take a really high value card that might be a 10 in your deck, but also you might not play it. Crucible is that. Against Strip Mine, our deck's insane. But here's Nadu. We already have a Bristly Bill, and there are no green cards, so sure, just take Nadu. Are we gonna play it? I don't know. Honestly, that's kind of the fun of speculative picks like this. So, all right, so we'll take the Green Sun. This card's we have Sakekeeper too. So, take the Green Sun Zenith, put it all together. Save your tables, easy game. Yeah, cool. Need some fixing. Our mana is pretty poor. Now we kind of regret not taking the fetch land, but agree strongly. I would wish for the oldest art of every card, but that's just me. So. Tomb tables, hell yeah.
Bingo! Alright.
Not playing those. Tundra. Hushwood Verge, not great. Oh, Arno's pretty good this deck, actually. Little Unearth action. Unearth can get back Grist, Dark Confidant, Nadu. Draftsman takes the wheel for Cube is certainly a possibility. That's a thing that could happen. So, here's Fast Bond. We have no strip mine though. We got Shielder, which is really, really powerful. There's a Foothills. I only currently have an Overgrown Tomb, and it's not on one of our other colors, unfortunately. But I think it's Shielder, so. In the graveyard, Gris is a creature. Just the extra text on the card. So yeah, Fastbond's a pretty hard card to use. It's probably one of the most misused cards in cube drafts. It is insanely powerful, but requires kind of like a Mishra's Workshop. It requires an insane investment. So not sure if we're playing now. Let's clear some crap out here. Let's take out the lands. So I don't think we're playing. We're not playing the Talisman. Not playing the Star probably. You have our Lotus. Not a great Lotus deck, but Thoughtseize is also really important. So I think we're probably not going to play Nadu. It'd just be straight green-black. Man, we're a really good Yawgmoth deck of Yawgmoth tables, but we're taking the Thoughtseize. These cheap interactive cards are so important because there only is one Thoughtseize in the cube. So Golos is great when you have Workshop, but that's not us. So we can table Push, Yawgmoth. Myco Spawn's great with Cradle too, so Rumble's good too, but yeah, Thoughtseize is by far the pick here. It's not even close. Yeah, I think it's likely we just don't play Nadu. We have enough. Picking up Shoulder is a pretty big one. So I think our deck is fine just winning the game by without regularly. We'll see. We'll see if we can splash it or not. We'll see how the mana works out. We see an Explore, a Fallen Shinobi. That card's still in cubes. Where are all the green cards, right? What's going on? Explore is not particularly great in our deck, nor are any of these cards. Talisman of Curiosity, I mean, does allow us to just possibly splash for Nadu, but like it's not a card we'd particularly be happy to play in our deck. Typically, you don't play Talismans in green mana dork decks. That being said, it's just we don't want any of these cards, so I guess whatever. Green was really open. Here's Tarmogoyf, Ragavan. Breeding Pool helps a ton. There's also a Rathalos. Rathalos is a really, really powerful card. We ain't doing much with it, though. You know, we have Cradle to kind of like funnel out some other stuff, but like we don't really need this kind of mana boost at that kind of risk. So Breeding Pool here is easily the pick. Yeah, pretty easy Breeding Pool. So Pool goes great with our... We have the fetch land, but... All right. Ice Tail Explorer is actually insane. I think his card is like one of the best cube cards printed in quite a while. I was not a believer when I first saw the card, but having seen it in play in cube and everywhere else, this card is ridiculous. We have a Wasteland, which is great also, and yeah, it's easy stuff. So Ice Tail is really, really good. Nothing else here super exciting. We're at 22 playables right now. The Natural Order and the Worldspine Worm come in the same pack. So we would be a very nice Natural Order deck if we had a payoff at the moment. Marsh Flats finds Overgrown Tomb, but that's it. I can't find the Breeding Pool. This is tough. There aren't many packs left. I'll take the Marsh Flats. Natural Order is really, really good. If we had more than 2 more packs to find a big thing to take, I would take it. But World Spine probably won't table. People want it for their sneak attack and their whatever else decks. So Headquarters plays, honestly. Could be worse. So, and then we have Discard Spell is fantastic. Exploration is not us. Once Upon a Time is fine, but I want the Discard Spell, I think. So... Triple Discard Spell, good low curve. Deck seems fine. Fast Bond tables, they don't want it. Nethergoyf is pretty good too. Woodland doesn't really do much for us. The Verge doesn't do anything for us either. I think the Goyf is fine. Might not play it, but I don't know, honestly. Wow, we tabled Fatal Push and Myco Spawn and Yawgmoth. Holy crap. We're currently at 24 playables. We don't have a lot of removal. You might need his Fatal Push. Myco Spawn's so sick, but honestly, Yawgmoth. You know what? Actually, I think Yawgmoth's even better. I'll take Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth's also removal. It is so good with all of our little bodies. We make so many shitters in this deck, so that's great. So this pack was blank for us previously. It still is blank. Tarmogoyf tables, sure. Moss, yeah. I mean, our color's obviously super open, so I don't think Moss Red Red's very good to turret to work off. Sure. All right, so pretty cool little deck we got here. I think this draft was a pretty good example of swinging for the fences, recognizing when you're not going to get there, and then being able to pull back and find the open deck and go from there. So I think Yagmoth's insane if you are able to support it. Art does a really good job of that. So we're going to cut these lands out of here. Lotus is basically a land, so it's like half a land. But Infestation, we're not playing Safekeeper. We have Zenith, Hierarch Pilgrim. Unearth it's fine, our deck. Talisman can go. This is 23 cards. Not playing Crucible. I mean, we could play the Mosswood or the Safekeeper. I don't mind Safekeeper, honestly. Reclaimer can find Wasteland or Cradle, too. It's not the worst. Safekeeper and Reclaimer. This is 24. I'm pretty happy with this, actually. And then we play 16 lands. So we have a couple ways to find our blue. Yeah. Sure. So let's go Seiju, Cradle, Overgrown Tomb, Breeding Pool, Headquarters, Flats, Wasteland. And then we're at, I guess Lotus too. So we're counting Lotus kind of as a land here, which I think is fine. 15, or it's like 15 and a half lands. Typically, like 15, 16 lands is my baseline for cube decks, as long as your deck looks like this. I think you can go as low as 14 in the right deck, and also as high as like 19, depending on your deck. Again, because cube decks are often very polarized in a certain way. They do certain things, and they want certain things, unlike regular draft decks, which are more just like creatures and spells, you know? So, this is 11 green sources, 5 black sources. That is not enough black sources, so we have a lot of green lands that are not forests, so sure. So, are we happy with this? I think so. Nethergoyf is like not the nicest. I mean, this is a bigger thing. This is a bigger thing. Yeah, I'm pleased with this. All right, folks. So, you know what time it is? If you've been here before, it is prediction time. Time to place your bets. What do you think? Will this cube draft get 7 wins? Yay or nay? YouTube folks, take a second, pause, scroll the comments, like the video along the way. Are you a believer or a non-believer? 7 wins. Yay or nay? Let's do this. Bronze Mythic offseason. All right, let's do it. Chat, coming out at me. Hand's perfect. It's 2 of our 4 drops, but we can Zenith for a Mana Dork and start setting up Wasteland Icetail Explorer. Pretty good. This is pretty fun, having cube on Arena. I'm not going to lie. Let's hear it for the Arena devs. Oh, we got a Green Mirror, too. Tethyrite Shaman. Oh, that's annoying. All right, sure. Here's Sylvan Safekeeper. All right. Rock and roll. Time to find out what the judge call was in the quarterfinals of a Spotlight. Yes, so what happened was basically Kellen like started blocking and then was dead to a fairly common combination of cards and said, if you have the cards, just show me, and I won't even bother figuring it out. And his opponent showed the cards, and it was an unexpected combination of cards that allowed Ouroboros to chump block and survive. And then Kellen was like, oh, well, I guess I'll block then. And like, it was just really, really awkward. No ill intent. Kellen wasn't trying to angle shoot. Kellen's been around forever, but yeah, that's what happened. So, all right, so we're going to Screen Sun for a Mana Dork. And don't ever do that, folks. If your opponent says, "Hey, just show me this," or whatever, just say, "Make your blocks." I'm gonna kill you if I kill you. If I don't kill you, I don't kill you. You know. So get Hierarchs, they go. We honestly just jamming Shoulder with a Safekeeper out's pretty good too. So. All right, Scythe, Cat, Cub. Opponent also in the Nadu space. Adds counters, doubles counters. Jeez, that's pretty good. We didn't hear exactly what was said, but that is the gist of what happened. All right, so they get to add counters, double counters. Pretty insane. This is like a jumpstart card, right? It was never a commander card. You get a Mortuary. So they add a counter, double counters. so... Wait, what? Oh, it doubles instead of adding a counter. So it doesn't add and then double, so... Alright, so... Yeah, it just jumps. Yeah, so many crazy Magic cards these days. Alright, so... It's pretty hard to Wasteland when they have Deathrite Shaman and Lotus Cobra out, so... This is probably just a jam Shieldred game. Until we draw Grist. And Grist changes the math a bit, but I think it's still just... It's Shieldred, so they go. Honestly, Safekeeper can get in. I would happily trade Safekeeper for either one of these creatures, or just the Cub. So let's attack first. 2 damage, super relevant in a Shieldred game, so... I think we're set for Shieldred into just Grist Emperor. Could also go Ice Tail double Wasteland, but we'll see. So Shieldred protected Sega. Shieldred is pretty insane. Really powerful vintage cube card, or powered cube card. There isn't a ton of removal. And it's just the kind of card that is wins the game super fast, and then also is insane on turn 1 after Evolve Lotus or whatever, and then also more importantly, is insane against like the wheels or whatever and stuff too. They could have a reanimate here. We could have Emperored and gotten this guy back. That's true. It does exile it, right? As a finality counter, so it would not actually die. So that's fair. Like, fear of them having a reanimate here is like pretty real, I suppose, but I never remember. Alright, I was kind of just talking, so that's my fault.
I suppose you think that was terribly...
Mistakes punish pretty hard in cube drafts. And they now have Recurring Nightmare plus Voltborn Tyrant. Yeah. Probably punt. Is what it is. Their start's like pretty good, unfortunately. There's a best of 3 cube also. Lose some life, but now they're pretty far ahead. Yeah. So Grist, if Grist kills this, I can then Emperor it for next turn. That's not the worst. Gain some life. The ranked is only best of 1. So all right, so let's Grist. We'll sack the Safekeeper, I guess. Could sack the Hierarch. I guess I sack Hierarch actually. All right, so we kill this. They get a token of it. Whatever. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Then we get to Emperor Bones it. They can't deal with the Emperor. I get to make one of these next turn. Yeah, probably would have been much better served to use Emperor last turn, but I didn't, so whatever. So here's Emperor. Go to combat. Take the Voltborn Tyrant. We're at 12. Might be in a spot where chump block you and Sylvan Safekeeper, but... see what we got here. Definitely not a good spot. So landfall, they'd have 2 6-power creatures. No, I'm gonna put it on the Voltborn Tyrant. Like Shieldred, we might not be able to keep Shieldred in play, honestly. Scavenging Ooze, freaking haters, man. Gravely's Graveyard haters. Deathrite Shaman, Scavenging Ooze. Sacrifice the next step. I think the finality counter stops it from dying. Alright, so we got a block here. I'm just going to block with Safekeeper. It's not ideal, but I think keeping Shoulder around is more important, so... Trading Shoulder doesn't seem like puts us in a winning spot, so... They have a kill spell here, we're just dead, but what are we going to do? A Nethergoyf. Sure. Oh, yeah? Well, we've got the OG. Alright, so... Let's start by... Gristing. It's land. It's pretty cute with the Ice Till Explorer, but... So if we were to cast the Explorer, and they were to not exile our thing, we can go double land, and then animate Emperor Bones, but that seems like it's not going to be a valid thing, so... Alright, let's adapt. That works too. Oh, I'm on green. Never mind. How do you have so many swamps in play? Jeez. All right, so we draw forest. Easy game. Gain some life. And haste and trample. Let's get sacrificed in the end step. Pretty sure I don't get a token. We're attack for 6. Emperor's a 4. They're at 15 and we're at 12. Scavenging Goose can eat 2 things and gain 2 life and be a 4/4. I think it's just Vaultborn Tyrant. Yeah. Alright. Attack the Vaultborn Tyrant. We'll play Tarmogoyf. As we will attempt to exile this Deathrite Shaman. Letting them get Vaultborn Tyrant in play was definitely not ideal, but sure. So they have an Ooze, they do the thing. Shrinks their Goyf, which is kind of nice. Maybe the Goyf being shrunk, can we afford to... We have a chump blocker for this. Tarmogoyf's going to be a 2/3. It's not getting much bigger, unfortunately. 7. Emperor. Yeah, I kind of like this, actually. Let's jam. See what happens. It's a solid attack for 10 with a Shielder in play, so... Here we go, 6. Damn. Alright, we're just gonna wasteland them. Waste ya. Keep off an extra green and a lot of mana for Recurring Nightmare. F it, we ball, exactly. Alright, waste ya, Tarmogoyf, go. We have land, creature. It's land. Just lands and creatures right now. Goyfs ain't so big. Draw a card, go to 5. The 7/7 is very annoying with trample, but there is still 1 creature in a graveyard, so this is effectively a 5/5. Remember, folks, first with that follow button. Watching YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content as always. You folks, if you're enjoying the off-season content, let me know. No more Spider-Man, yay!
Guy with spider powers.
Everyone hates Spider-Man. 5/5, 5/4, 2/2, 8/8 trample. Hello. They're at 6. Kind of tough. Definitely here. I think we just double chump. I think keeping Shoulder alive is our best way to win. Unfortunately, they'll be able to do more Scavenging Ooze stuff, but whatever. We Grist, Ice Till. They only have 2 green. Go on. We draw Unearth. Not a good card to draw when your opponent has a Scavenging Ooze in play, but let's start. We could sack the Emperor to kill the Vaultborn Tyrant. Just more food for the Scavenging Ooze, though. And if I attack, they just block. Have more things to eat. Yeah, I think that giving them a free Vaultborn Tyrant is probably going to cost us this game, unsurprisingly, but Mill over Grist. Inquisition to Kozilek. Play Ice Till Explorer. Let it resolve. Alright, well. There's Wasteland. If we mill more creatures, it kind of sucks, but... Alright. Start by wasting and see what happens. And they're going to exile the Tarmogoyf, sure, so... Unearth, not looking so good here. We get to exile... I mean, whatever, something. So... We need to say... Go... I don't think that our Shielder can race the Scavenging Ooze and the 8/8 Trample, unfortunately. I don't think we can win this game, but... 8. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Yeah, I mean, if we had just Emperor the the Voltborn instead of playing Shield, you probably would have won this game. So that's on me. You know, it happens.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Cube is tough. Games are tough. They're much more powerful and intense than regular draft games. So mistakes are exacerbated a little more, and they're pretty detail focused. Yeah, I mean, we're just dead here. I'm just gonna back it up. All right, we'll just shame scoop basically. So not ideal, but is what it is. And remember, folks, that we are brought to you by Anthros. Folks, take care of your body. You only get one. The older I get, the more I realize that. And you spend hours and hours and hours sitting, whether you're working, gaming, whatever else it might be. This is the chair you want. I freaking love this thing. The pelvis support's insane. Only chair I've sat in where I can sit comfortably and correctly. Usually it's either or. My Herm Miller chair was like that. I can sit posture perfect, but it wasn't like that comfortable. This chair, I can lean back, do whatever I want. Check them out. Anthros. Use my link in chat or description. They sponsor me, of course. Use the code JimDMTG for $200 off your order. Anthros. Fix your sit. Hello, Nadu. Turn to Nadu. It's a chair for skeletons. Very spooky, I know. Cookies? I don't think I want a cookie. Too much sugar. Pilgrim. All right, so we're just gonna. We have Safekeeper also. I mean, we have this freaking Unearth too. So, Nadu time. Any Black Friday deals for Anthros? I don't know offhand, honestly. I haven't heard yet. Birds of Paradise and Mountain. Damn. So Sylvan Safekeeper can sack lands and trigger Nadu, but I don't think we're there for that yet. We're gonna start with a Grist. Just Grist and mill. Pretty good start. And Duress. Let's play Safekeeper and say, I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. Just did a bad thing. It's not a Land of Elves, actually. It's an Avacyn's Pilgrim. So, would have preferred if Auto Tapper used that for the Grist, but I was not smart to do it myself, so is what it is. So, they're playing a bunch of colors to stock up. That's fine. Jim, please play better. I bet my house on this one. My bad. Our deck's pretty good, so I'm not too worried. We draw land, sure. So it's. I actually want to kill those birds. I'm being honest. Milling is powerful too, though, with Unearth in play, but we can start Safekeepering too. Safekeeper, sack a land, trigger Nadu, and we get top card of the land, put it in play. Let's put it in your hand. This is not draw deck, by the way. This just sacrifices all your lands to draw some cards. It's sack a land and draw a card. It might be a land to go again, but like that doesn't necessarily do much if all your lands are gone. So, I'm going to. I think we're going to attack with everything. We're going to sack the insect to kill the birds. We're going to play Sylvan Safekeeper and Reclaimer. And then we might sack a land. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, bolt the bird, etc., etc. It actually gives Shroud, which is funny, so you can't keep going without doing it in response. No nerfs. No nerfs and no arena cards. I was going to do it once. I got to target my other stuff, too. Target Nadu. Lotus is not at its best here, but sure. Let's play Forest Reclaimer. I'm going to go again. Wouldn't mind drawing like a discard spell or something. Ice Tail Explorer. That's actually pretty insane.
Oh, it's Mythic Helix!
Now we're kind of doing it, folks. All right, play Lotus. Add some mana. Ice Tail also will allow us to turn on Earth, too. Oh, folks. We're doing it. Mill a card. It's a swamp. All right, so we didn't find a thing to mill over, unfortunately, but... yeah, I kind of want to draw a... I want to draw a discard spell, if possible. One more time. Hello!
Bingo!
What do you got over there? They got game.
Blouses.
What did they have? They had Swamp, Omnath, Loot, Lurrus, Eternal Witness, Nadu, Lotus Cobra. This has been a good vintage cube hand like 10 years ago, but all right. We will do more cube drafts. Don't you worry. Marsh Flats cannot find Breeding Pool. It's okay though. We'll figure it out. Gets Overgrown Tomb for Hierarch. Ice Tail is really, really good. Keep this. Opponent's playing Lutriva Spell Chaser. I hate this card. It's so annoying. Like, this is a free companion to Vintage Cube. You always meet the requirement. Riftbound's not digital though. Paper only. Which is a little annoying, but also very charming. So, Lutriva Spell Chaser. Amazing. Alright, so Tarmogoyf. So we're going to get our Overgrown Tomb. Could have gotten a Triome to get the Nadu, but we only want blue cards, so. How are folks enjoying the cube? Whole green opponents so far. Green's the worst color of the cube. Everyone's green. So we can go like Nentuku. Main deck Hearse. All right. Sure. I mean, Nentuku. We can bestow on the Hierarchs or copying Hierarchs. It's pretty cool. We could. I mean, I get Nadu, I guess, so. Yeah, poor Tarmogoyf, right? Poor guy. He's just trying to live his little Tarmo life here, but everyone's out here hating. We try Yawgmoth. Jeez. Alright, so we're gonna Green Sun for Nadu next turn, so let's just wait, I guess. Let's cast Tarmogoyf and attack. I'm good. Recovering from a sinus infection, so I'm all right. I'm good. Everything's good. All right, so exile some cards. Hearse. Poor Tarmogoyf is you can't do both graveyards though. It's only one graveyard, so got to choose. Got to pick and choose. Blue, green. I definitely think that the optimal cube environment is not powered. Because they're so swingy and stuff, but they buy Lutri, sure. Be like Lutri time off, man, I'm pretty annoyed, but alright, so yeah, just land, Zenith for 3, get Nadu. Give me Nadu. And attack for 1. 2, sorry. Exalted. Can you deal with Nadu? Because we're going to Streamheart and Tuku and do the combo. This is the, in Modern Horizons 3, built-in combo. They play Ice Tail. Ice Tail's great, but they got a ways to go here. All right, folks. It's game time. Another Goyf. Man, I love all these Goyfs against the things. Sideboarding is kind of a cool card about... Wait, do I want this here? I'm being an idiot. Right? Oh, I'm a freaking idiot.
I'm stupid. You're smart.
One of the things about streaming is you play on autopilot a lot because you're talking so much, and I just didn't actually think about how the cards go together. Clearly, this is not the card you want to put onto your Nadu. You're talking about the copy of this creature. We're gonna get extra Nadu. This doesn't do anything. Yeah, I played the Nadu Pro Tour. I was there. From that point on, anything Nadu was not relevant information. So here we are. That was a horrendous mistake. But sure. It's not a May, right? You have to make. You have to make. It's not a choice. So I just really messed up. So yes, we gotta get a copy of Nadu. Oh, I'm sorry. You can. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm just stupidest.
I suppose you think that was terribly...
Still didn't finish reading the card. There are a lot of words on it. We're good to go. Everything's fine. Everything's beautiful. We need more stuff, but... Start this. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. We're good. Everything's good. I'm going to cycle this. Decline for an insect. Haven't read this card in a long time, nor do I want to. Sad about my graveyard. Attacking for a bunch. We got Yawgmoth next turn, which is great. Nadu can't get Psionic Blasted now, which is very important. Right?
Pointless nostalgia.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Hearse. Netherglyph only counts your graveyard, not your opponent's graveyard, too. So, Explorer mills over a Phantasmal Image. Don't time walk me, please. Don't find time walk, please. Tanker. Uh-oh. And Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. We draw. That was a really good draw. All right, so now we can Yawgmoth. We can target our own stuff with Yawgmoth and draw cards. We want to draw lands. You want to cast Inquisition. Let's start here. I guess there's no like forces, right? Neither forces on Arena. Did they add to the cube or no? We're drawing a lot of cards this turn. Yes. Tinker, Bankbuster, Lutri, Crucible, Talisman, Jace. Sure. There are forces in the cube. Okay. Alright, so we play Yawgmoth. So, we want to target our own stuff with Yawgmoth and sacrifice shitters. Get lands, make tokens, draw. Daze is into. Okay, so we're going to sacrifice the Hierarch. I'm going to put a counter on the... They can hearse me to kill the Goyf. I won't target the Nadu. If I target this, I won't draw a card off. Because I want to draw a card of the Yawgmoth. The ability has to resolve, so I draw a card of Yawgmoth. That'll put two things in the bin. I can sack a thing in response also. Let's target Tarmogoyf. This is their graveyard too, yeah. Let's target Tarmogoyf. So, yes, I'm sure. Sack this. Holy shit, what? Oh, I only have one rope. Dude. Alright. We draw hit Cradle?
Oh, it's Mythic Helix! Oh my god!
Dude. Alright, we're gonna go to combat to try and reset this rope a little bit. I misclicked too. Jesus Christ. Combat. I don't really have one rope. That's really annoying, but we screwed up. Could channel Beseju, yeah. Could have killed. I mean, now they don't have Tanker anymore either. So I think we're just fine, but always the mana from this too. Jesus fucking Christ, man. What a fucking clown show. Alright.
That's it. I'm going to close.
That was about as bad as a turn could have possibly gone for us. Yeah. Sure. Whatever. Just they go. That's really, really irritating. Maybe we could have kept... I don't even know. I'm mad now. I'm upset. Yeah. Like, so they exile two things in the graveyard. Why do I only have one rope? I don't understand. Like... That's, like, pretty insane, right? They only give you one rope and Nadu to, like, balance the card? That's pretty funny. Yeah, the Arena Timer is definitely not necessarily ideal for some of the things that Vintage Cube brings to the platform, but... So... we can, like, draw a bunch of cards in response. You can kill their stuff. Without the Tinker, they aren't really doing much anyway, so... Yeah, I guess I was talking for a while about doing the Nentuku thing wrong. That's fair. Coveted Jewel. Okay. Yeah, still better than Moto, I agree. Alright. Woodland. Mill a card. Their deck's kind of sweet. They have Force, the Jace to win the game with. We have Ice Till.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out, man.
That's pretty frustrating. We should have, like, clearly, we would have won the game last turn if I had, like, had more time to operate and think. Or smarter, or better looking, or good at Magic.
Fool of a took.
Alright. They get 2 turns in a row. They have 18 cards in their deck. If they can get down to 0, they win the game with Jace. Which they probably can do, honestly. Yeah. I mean, clearly these cube drafts are going to require a little more attention than my regular drafts do. So, here's Jace. Yeah, they should be able to mill themselves and win, I would think. They're down to 14 cards. 13 cards. Their deck's nice. Their deck's pretty good. I mean, Lutri, Time Walk, Tinker, good win condition. $13 cards. 12 cards. Gets hacked. 11 cards. Oh, I didn't start there, but sure. Like, they don't need to actually win. They just need to, like, leave the Jason play. Which they should be able to do the next turn, probably. Killing me through Yawgmoth's not an option, really, but...
So, you get bitten by a radioactive sloth?
11 cards left. Nettle Cyst is whatever. Really annoying. Have, like, the stones. Talismans are good if you care about artifacts or ramping. I wouldn't just play a talisman in a random deck. They find Strip Mine. Now they have Strip Mine, Ice Tail also. What's up, Neb? Thanks for resub. Mill 2. So now there's 5 cards in deck. It's 4 cards in deck. Land is 3 cards in deck. Bankbuster's 2 cards in deck. They should be able to win. Yo, where's their rope, huh? What? Where's their rope? You have the Cradle, too. Our deck is pretty nice. So, this has been a long time without. I didn't take that long on my first Nadu turn. Like, when the rope hit me with Nadu, it had not been that long, right? Like...
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Okay. Pick your poison, sure. I mean, maybe I should have, like, done some stuff in response to that. Trigger Yawgmoth, but... Finally the rope shows up. 5 cards in deck. And they're at 6. Losing the, Nantuku is pretty bad. Because that was my source of fuel for Yawgmoth. Pardon me for being rude. It was not me. It was my food. Games are very hard. Yeah, really, really hard. All right, that wins the game. Well, they have to be able to draw too, I guess. Yeah, but this is our opponent's deck is like a good powered cube deck, like full awareness of like what the end game often looks like in these cubes. Lutri, Time Walk has a good way to win the game with Jace. Displacer Kitten, like yeah, like they have Crucible and Ice Till. They have Tinker. I'm not sure what they're tinkering for, I guess, but I agree. Lutri's stupid and shouldn't be in the cube, but Kitten. So they can Crucible, Kitten, bounce their Jewel. That'll come back. They draw the cards. They win because of Jace. So they won the game with the Jace passive. You would draw a card. Your deck is empty. You don't. So that's fine. I mean, if we played properly, we would have won that game, but we didn't. So whatever. All right. Ugh. Come on. Come on. Cube deck's mulligan better than average. So goodbye Unearth. All right. That's fine. Nantuku plus Bristly Bill. Uh-oh. Alright, well, let's see what's up, Duresia. Booster Tutor. Okay. Sure, if you say so. Bronze and Mythic run for Cube, likely between Avatar and Lorwyn. Not enough time to do it before Avatar releases. So they booster tutor for a Thoughtseize, and their hand is Grave Titan, Workshop, Preacher, Thoughtseize, Portal to Phyrexia. Sure. Her hand's pretty horrendous, honestly. Can you booster tutor for booster tutor? Is that possible? Sleight of hand? Sure. It's possible. That's pretty funny. Okay, so, man, we have Zenith for Nadu. That's kind of sick. So we're going to go land Bristly Bill. So we can go land and then Chuku Cradle for 3. It's not enough, but yeah. Duels are in, yep. Oh, but a cube back with booster to yes. So they have Workshop and nothing to cast with it just yet. Man. Look who made it into the freaking cube. It's Fleam. Alright, so here's Nantuku. Just gonna cast it. And play this. Put a counter here. And get an insect. Attack for 3. We have Nadu next turn, so use the floating mana. Exile the I guess Thoughtseize. Coming in for 3. Yeah, Workshop's a really hard card to use. You're going to see it in a lot of decks where it should not be in, because it should not be in a lot of decks. We first picked it this draft and ended up not playing it, you know. Happens, but this card's pretty good in Vintage Cube, honestly. Just like attacks, loots, connives, does some stuff. Certainly, Gobin Gene Slice Savant is the prize here, not Fleam, unfortunately, but it's a bad Psychic Frog. That is an accurate assessment, yes. They discard a Grave Titan. Do they have a Reanimate? They have... Well, they draw a Show and Tell. We can put in the Beseiju. Their trigger stack first, then mine. I get a token. So... Portal, Bristly Bill. We sack Curator, token. I guess Curator can keep them from getting their stuff back. No creatures currently. You want a Zenith for Nadu? And then make a land drop, ideally. We wanted to put a land in a place we'd sacrifice the insects and maybe keep the Curator. Curator keeps the portal in check anyway, and there are no creatures in graveyards either, so... I think it's these. I should have put the counter. That was stupid. These games are hard, folks, in case you were wondering. These games are not easy. So, X is 3. But not on Bristly Bill, though. Ugh. God damn it. Hold on. So I need to keep Bristly Bill for the frickin' Nadu. God damn it. Sorcery, instant, creature. If we get Ice Till Explorer, doesn't do much. We can green stuff for Tyrus Tracker and just play like a fair game, I guess. Ice Till Explorer doesn't really do much. Not doesn't do much here either, honestly. Yeah, we play this game badly. These games are hard. All right, let's get Tracker. Land, clue, token. We have Cradle to fuel the clues, so Curator checks the portal. Attack with these. We'll full control with them target. Exile Bristly Bill. Okay. They have a Preacher and 2 unknowns. Like, here's Preacher, that's totally fine. We have Cradle fueling both the Curator and the clues. They loot. It's funny, I feel like 7 wins and 3 losses is almost too long for a cube draft because the games go first. Games are long. Yeah, they draw a good 5-drop here, like, you know. But, alright, sure, take 3. I fucking misclick, god damn it.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
Whatever. Alright, so let's play... Karn, shut up, Karn. Jesus, man. Chat's bothering me. Karn's bothering me. Just trying to play a freaking cube game. Games aren't easy. Alright, let's start here. That was pretty sweet. Cash Shieldred. Why didn't you use the green? Is it? Oh, I did use 2 of the green. I'm sorry. So we're good. We're good. Crack this. Okay. Thoughtseize, no way to use it. That's fine. We're gonna eat just whatever, honestly, whatever type we don't have. We currently have Creature Sorcery. Let's take the instant with the floating mana. Combat. No attacks. Say go. So we have our Curator still up. Shoulder's going. Tracker's going. Shoulder kills really fast. We have Cradle up a bunch of mana to go along with the clues. And so land or spell is a good draw. Yeah, one thing about a Bronze Mythic Cube run would be that it definitely would be a little more serious. I had to focus a little more on the games. Come on there, French. Combat step. Coming in. Fleam. The Fleam Machine. No Mike Bronson Mythic. That's a little far, but... Lose some life. Go to 9. Urza Saga is not a land. Oh, it becomes... Does it? Nope, it just sits over here. That's weird. I guess that kind of makes sense. All right, so end step exile land. That's type number 4, right? 7/7. Draw land, sure. I mean, we're gonna play a land, Thoughtseize, get a clue, get a token. We're probably going to Leroy. We're going to Thoughtseize first. Let's see what's up. Three steps, create a token that's a copy of an artifact or creature you control. That's fine. We just get a stack of freaking dudes, so whatever. I'm gonna draw a card response, but my casting worlds? No. Unearth, sure. We actually draw, so Unearth can tap Cradle first. I guess we could have, we didn't really need to, so. There's dead, right? They block one, take a million. Yeah, there's dead, so. Unearth back a. There's nothing in there to unearth. Sure, whatever. Yeah, whatever, there's dead. Alright, cool. Alright, sweet. Whew! Man, these kids are a lot of work. Alright, let's go. Oh, no! Mulligan. No! Outlaws draft, yeah. Son of a bitch. Alright, I guess we're going to 5. Cool. So, Emperor, Ice Till. I mean, Safekeeper. Green Suns, I don't think is worth it. What's our Triome? It's the Bant Triome, I think. Yeah. Okay, get Overgrown Tomb. Just cast Emperor. Maybe get a 2-drop with Green Suns. I mean, I'm just dump Green Suns, I think. Whatever. Pretty ugly, but is what it is. Yeah, cube games are tough. Cube games are very, very tough. Gataxian Pro. Take a look. Alright. Misty Rainforest. We draw Thoughtseize. Hell yeah. That's what's up. I got a swamp, I guess. I didn't need to get a forest there. Eh, sure. Their end is Gargaroth, Trainer, Show and Tell, Uro. We don't actually have a way to kill a Gargaroth, so I'm not that scared of Show and Tell given the texture of his hand. Yeah, whatever. Like, if they Show and Tell Gargaroth, then I can't really win, and then Emperor Bones Gargaroth's pretty sick, so. Emperor Bones is really, really good. They got a mace. They dump a cub, sure. Otter's in the trap, and Otter's in the trap. Whiff! Alright, so another 4-drop isn't ideal, but let's exile the Gargaroth and say go. Haitian Gargaroth's pretty cool. Two triggers on that, too. That's nice. That's a good card to... No!
Oh dear.
I was playing with that. That was my card. Pretty gross. Alright, well... I haven't drawn Narcophonant yet. I only drawn Lotus once, too. Why does this card have so much loyalty? Good question. Good question. That's probably not good. Alright. I mean... Whenever I play, they get elk. Whatever. Loot. That is the best they can do.
Let's broaden your existence.
So I can just block and trade? I think that's fine. Like, I don't have the recall. Alright, Dark Confidant for a land, sure. Draw Lotus, right on time. Am I an idiot? Why did... Oh, I'm so stupid, man. What am I... I don't even know what I'm freaking... I don't know what I was thinking. I hate the double block. No, they just killed the Dark Confidant. Yeah, I don't know what I'm... I don't even know where I'm at, folks. I'm still a little sick. Leave me alone, all right? Well, now we're dead, so... Sorry, where's that shame scoop? All right. All right. My bad. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so I think our deck was fine. We definitely needed better mana fixing. And could have mulliganed a little less, too. I think our deck was fine, but not great. We weren't really a great Nadu deck. We had pretty good interaction. Didn't have any removal, though, which is kind of an issue. And also played, like, absolute dog shit, so that didn't help either. But cube drafts are hard, so whatever, you know. And yeah, pretty fun. Definitely fun, though. I definitely would like to do more of these. So we'll do at least 1 or 2 more in the offseason in lieu of Spider-Man. And then maybe look for a full run, like I said, between Avatar and Lorwyn. And it's a bit of a, it's actually a decent sized stretch between sets there. So there you go. Some more to go on stream. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.